It's been said that the underwater world is the Earth's last great unexplored region. While places like the heart of Africa, the Amazon jungle and the poles are accessible to only the most fearless adventurers, they're a far cry from the wonders hidden beneath the waves. Take the 7-mile deep Mariana Trench, where the pressure can crush both man and machine, unless you're James Cameron. Of course, but he had a little help from technology. Even though these places will likely always hold some mystery, we've learned a lot about some of the world's most incredible aquatic environments. So, let's dive into a few of them. It's probably no surprise that the Great Barrier Reef is the world's largest and most intricate reef system. But what many people do know is that it's actually made up of nearly 3,000 individual reefs, over 700 islands, and about 300 sand cays. Located in the Pacific along Australia's northeast coast, core samples show it began forming on the continental shelf at least 5 million years ago. Stretching over 1,200 miles, it's about the length of America's entire west coast. Its width varies from 37 to 155 miles, and with a total area of 135,000 square miles, it's larger than the state of New Mexico. While the reef has an average depth of just 115 feet near the shore, on its outer edges near the continental slope, it plunges to more than 6,500 feet. European exploration began in 1770, and Captain James Cook's ship got stuck on it, and even into the 20th century, much of it remained unmapped. The reef's building blocks are living polyps and hydrocorals that grow on the calcified remains of their ancestors, all bound together by algae and other microscopic invertebrates. Thanks to the warm, nutrient-rich waters, with temperatures ranging from 73 to 84 degrees Fahrenheit year-round, the Great Barrier Reef is a bustling metropolis of marine life. It's home to over 500 types of coral, 3,000 kinds of mollusks, dozens of marine mammals like whales and dolphins, and about 1,500 species of fish, including over 100 types of sharks and rays. Now, let's travel to the Galapagos Islands, located about 600 miles off Ecuador's coast. These islands are famous as the place where Charles Darwin spent years studying the local flora and fauna, which led to his groundbreaking theory of evolution. Their remoteness made them the perfect natural laboratory, home to isolated populations of plants and animals that evolved without outside influence. It's estimated that the islands and the surrounding ocean host over 3,000 species, and nearly a quarter of them aren't found anywhere else on Earth. You'll find penguins, sea lions, marine iguanas, and Galapagos turtles, some of which live for over a century. Geologically, these islands are relative newcomers. The largest, Isabella and Fernandina, are probably less than 1 million years old, while the eastern islands might be 3 or 4 times older. Their formation began on the seafloor as seamounts grew from solidified lava and colliding tectonic plates. The impressive volcanic islands you see are just the tips of massive submerged platforms. It's a hotspot not just for biologists, but for geologists and volcanologists too. Today, 97% of the islands are a national park, but their remote location and the high cost of travel mean they see fewer than 100,000 tourists each year. Just a few years ago, scientists mapped the ocean floor here and discovered nearly 3 dozen undersea mountains that will likely become new islands in the distant future. Next, we head to southern Siberia, near Russia's border with Mongolia, to the crescent-shaped Lake Baikal. Formed about 25 million years ago, it's the world's oldest, deepest, and largest lake by volume. It holds about the same amount of water as all of North America's Great Lakes combined. That's 20% of all the world's fresh water. Baikal was created by the constant fracturing of the Earth's crust and tectonic shifts, with over 2,000 earthquakes still happening each year. These forces are continually making the lake larger and deeper. With an average depth of 2,500 feet, it plunges more than a mile down at its deepest point. The lake is nearly 400 miles long and is dotted with uninhabited islands, though the largest, Olcon, has a village of about 1,500 residents. Over 300 rivers and streams feed the lake, but only one, the Angara River, flows out, carrying trillions of gallons of water north to the Arctic Ocean. Baikal's water is incredibly clear, with visibility often exceeding 150 feet, especially in summer. The lake plays a huge role in Russian folklore, often called the Sacred Sea, and is home to thousands of unique species found nowhere else on the planet. Our journey continues to the western Pacific, to the Palau archipelago. This remote paradise is ranked as one of the 7 wonders of the underwater world, and for good reason. It's home to one of the planet's oldest and most diverse coral reefs, existing for nearly 2 million years. The reef supports around 700 species of coral and 1,500 types of fish, all easily visible in water, with clarity often exceeding 200 feet. This incredible diversity is fueled by the meeting of 3 major ocean currents, which bring a constant supply of nutrient-rich water. The underwater landscape here is stunning, with shallow reefs, deep abysses, and sheer drop-offs like the Peleliu Wall, which plunges from the surface down to 900 feet. You can find sea turtles, dolphins, whales, and a thriving population of dugongs. Palau is also famous for its marine lakes, especially Jellyfish Lake. The jellyfish here have evolved over millions of years in a predator-free environment and have lost their sting. In 2019, Palau set aside an area nearly the size of Texas as the world's first protected shark sanctuary, where all fishing is banned. Finally, let's explore deep-sea hydrothermal vents. These are like underwater hot springs and geysers scattered along the ocean floor where tectonic plates meet. Cool seawater circulates under the Earth's crust, is heated by magma to over 750 degrees Fahrenheit, and then bursts back up through fissures. The most dramatic are called black smokers, which eject superheated, sulfur-rich plumes, often forming mineral chimneys nearly 200 feet high. White smokers are cooler and emit chalky plumes of calcium and silicon. Before we could explore these vents, scientists thought the conditions were too harsh for life. But they discovered a stunning variety of organisms that have adapted to the toxic, high-heat environment. Instead of sunlight, life here is powered by chemosynthesis, the conversion of mineral-rich fluid into energy. While only about 500 active vents are known, oceanographers believe there could be thousands more waiting to be discovered. The deepest known vent field, Ashanti, was found in the Cayman Trough, but in 2010, another plume was discovered nearby, nearly 16,000 feet down. I really hope you found that video interesting. If you did, please smash that like button below. If you found it rather dull, feel free to hit that dislike button. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for watching.